evening. It's not anywhere near sunset, but you can start to see a tinge. Mr. Highway's taking a bath. Mr. Highway, who's the best cat here? Who's the best cat here who follows me around when I'm in the garden? Today he helped out. I worked in the daylilies. We have too many to do them all at once in one day. But Matilda, my cane, and Mr. Max, when I was out here, went out. We took care of the daylilies right there on that corner. And we did not take care of any of those. Not any of those. But we cut these out in the main garden. We moved the citronella plant out here. It's kind of grown leggy. But I took care of all of the daylilies and all of the pots over there under the hummingbird feeders, and then over underneath the maple tree where you can't see them. So what I got out of doing that was there's a blight in the hello, we have a thumbs up. Hello, John Massa. How are you tonight? What are you grateful for today? I've been working in the garden today, and these are what we came out of it. So there's a blight in the garden. And for the most part, these look normal, but I'm not sure that the stripy effects on these are what was there last year. And I'm pretty sure that on this red one, that those spots aren't normal and that it's part of the blight, which is okay because the blight is making some of them really beautiful. Okay, and check it out. Mr. Highway has now vanished. Not sure where he went. But yeah, grateful for family. Absolutely. I'm grateful for family, which at this point consists of an old man in the house and these pets. And yeah, we got some critters. Oh, we have a second viewer. Where are you viewing from? What are you grateful for today? Can you hear the birds? Can you hear that? I mean, it's just beautiful here. Oh, Mr. Max. Mr. Max, John Massa says you're cute. Say thank you, Mr. John Massa. Thank you so much. Yeah, he's the best $40 my partner ever spent. Excuse me when I walk funny. I've been walking around as I did all that gardening, as I was explaining before, by doing all of that, by going out here and tending the beds right out here. Where am I? I'm in the Daniel Boone National Forest on a mountaintop in southeastern Kentucky in the United States of America, Eastern Time Zone, north of Knoxville, Tennessee, by several hours. Yeah, I'm in heaven on earth. Oh, there's Mr. Highway. He went that away. He went that away. So by doing all of that, by walking around on the ground in my bare feet, because by being connected to the ground in the bare feet, yeah, he's doing cat yoga. I got to move better, and what's her name, Matilda, there, got to take a rest more often. I was carrying around I have a sprayer because I'm spraying garlic infusion. Oh, that's what I should be doing. Mr. Highway, he says you're cute. He'd give another thumbs up, but he only has one thumb, so hey. Well, you probably have two thumbs, but you only have one thumbs up button. Yeah, so having this garden cleansing is interesting, you know. I spent a lot of work putting in a whole lot of plants and now just about all the every not every, but most of the plants here have some kind of disease. It's your daughter's birthday, Junior Garza. Is she with you? Is she with you? Is she with you? What's her name? What's her name, Junior? Go get her. Is she with you? I'll sing happy birthday to her. What's her name? We're gonna turn it around for you because toot. Jen. All right, Jen, happy birthday. Life is good. And all right. This is for Jen. Sing along with me. Here we go. We'll even feed the mosquitoes for you, Jen. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, birthday, Miss Jen. Happy birthday to you. I hope you enjoy 5 years old. You're very welcome. Yeah, come back again. Come back again and visit. Yeah, I'd give you some flowers for your birthday, but I can't really pick them and hand them through the screen now, can I? Yeah. So what is Jen grateful for on her birthday? Oh, thank you, thank you. But what is she grateful for today? This is the channel about gratitude, about living in gratitude, being grateful for everything, every moment of the day and night. And yeah, come back again on your birthday, Junior. I'll sing for you too. I don't know all that many songs, but Happy Birthday is one of them. I can sing along with a few others, but yeah. So I'm grateful for connections that I've made. Her mom and her friends and her mom and me and her dad. She's grateful for all of that. Oh, I'm so grateful for you, Jen. Yeah. So when I was maybe 3 times your age and I was thinking about running away from home, I was going to take on the name Jennifer because, yeah, I thought it was a beautiful name. Yeah. But I never did run away and I never did change my name to Jennifer. So it was a short-lived dream, but dreams happen. I'm grateful for the connections that I've made and for we call them cleansings, when things don't work out the way you want them to. Yeah, I'm like between computers. I have a replacement computer that's apparently got an ancient processor, so it is always functioning at maximum speed, even though it's still got a whole lot of space to move in. Yeah, so it's teaching me patience, a whole freaking lot of patience. Is it? I just had a meeting with somebody where we were going to share the screen and create videos together, working off a Canva design. And for some reason or other, I only had Canva open in Firefox. I'd been having difficulty working in Chrome. Hey, happy Wednesday back to you. Thank you, John Massa. And Wednesday, hump day, Prince Spaghetti Day in the North End of Boston. Yeah, I grew up in Eastern Massachusetts. Um, and so when I finally got up to the Canva screen and figured out what slide we wanted to be in, and then went to record the computer, it said, no, you can't do it on Firefox. You need to be over on Chrome. And then we spent the next 20 minutes with me trying to log into Chrome. I couldn't do it until we were done with the meeting. Having to do with speed, having to do with this app that I have 2 password apps. I prefer using Dashlane, but I can't log into Dashlane on Chrome for some reason. It wants to send me a password reminder at my email, but then it never arrives. It's your son's last day of school, so what grade is he finishing and what's he going to do for the summer? What's he going to do for the summer? Does he get to go to camp? Does he get to play outside and bare feet in the grass? Do you live in the country or at least someplace where he can get outside? Can he grow a plant? Have a garden? Even if you don't have a big garden, just a relationship with a plant as a kid. This is for you too, Jen. The practice that I have, they teach the 1 pot method, where you plant a seed and you just nurture it and you love it to death. You tell it, you look like the Baldwin sisters on the Waltons. Really? Oh, because the hair is up? Huh. That's a first. Thank you, John Bass. I'll have to watch it again. Yeah, when I used to watch it, I wasn't old enough to look that way. Thank you for laughter. Ooh, what is Highway up to? You're going on vacation in Bora Bora. Whoa. I've never been to Bora Bora. Wow, that sounds exotic. And it sounds like waterfalls and clear water to go swimming in. I'm going to turn my camera around because I don't know what Highway is up to, but he's up to something. He's up to something. He's up to something. So you got room in your suitcase to bring me to Bora Bora with you? Huh? Highway can't come. He had a hot meal this morning before I even opened the back door to bring him his kibble. I watched out the side window and saw him noshing down on something warm, so I wasn't surprised. Well, he's a wild thing. He lives outside, he gets to hunt, and he's pretty good at it. So, yeah, whatever he's chasing, it gets to live its next part of, so we all have roles in life, and sometimes our role is to be prey. And yeah, I'm wearing this. Hi, John Massey. I'm wearing this overshirt because yeah, sometimes my father always told me it was my civic duty to feed the mosquitoes, and that was in another time. 60 years ago, feeding the mosquitoes wasn't nearly as dangerous as it is today, and so now I no longer feel like it's my civic duty. And I've been yammering out here for about 11 minutes and I've had fun and I'm enjoying the flowers that I cut finally at the end of the day and just watching the lights come on and turning this around. The sky's starting to turn pink, but not yet. And I'm not going to go in the back of the house because, yeah, unless I walk around this way, I'll lose the connection. Mr. Highway's done hunting. So, all this to say, I'm winding up to wind down and say goodnight. And thank you for stopping by. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. And he just got chased away by Mr. Max. He's like, nope, not going to get me. Not going to get me, Mr. Dog. Oh, come on, Highway. You weren't in his territory. How long will I be live? Well, that's what I'm winding up to say. I think I'm about to wind it up. What else do you want me to talk about? I mean, I can just turn this out and you can watch the cat come back. I'm getting tired of talking is the point. And the longer I do the live, the longer it takes to upload later. Oh, let's see if he oh no, he's now disappeared around the corner. He's right there, but where am I going for the summer? I live in heaven on earth. I don't have to go anywhere for the summer. Um, this is June. Next weekend, I'm going to Nashville for church. That's a one day. And then in a couple of weeks, at the end of the month, I'm going to Atlanta for a long weekend for a monthly Thanksgiving ceremony. And then in July, I'm traveling back to Nashville for the 11th, maybe the 11th and 12th. That's a weekend. And then the next week, I'm going down to Atlanta, probably as early as the 22nd through whatever the next Monday or even, yeah, Monday is. Um, and then on the 28th, maybe as early as 27th, 28th, I'm going to Minneapolis. That's July, and be home again on the 3rd of August. And then I don't know. I don't know. At the end of September, I know I'm going to DC for about a week. But other than that, I'll probably go to Atlanta again. When I go to Minneapolis, I will fly. I'll drive to Nashville, which is 4 hours, and park, and then I'll fly. Because that's where Southwest flies out of, and because I know people there. Um, but if I'm going to DC, it's a drive, and Google thinks it's like 10 hours, and it's like when I drive straight through, I think the best I've done was 16 and a quarter, and it's been 18 and a half. Yeah, it's it takes something out of a body. I'm not 22 anymore. When I moved to Tennessee from Boston, I would fly drive um Boston to Middle Tennessee like twice a month. Drive down, fly back, fly down, drive back. We were moving, and the we that we were then is not the same we that I am now with the we. And at that time, I could drive from Massachusetts to, I think it was Lexington, Virginia, because I lived in Lexington, Massachusetts. I went to Lexington, Virginia. We'd spend the night, and then we'd make it to Lebanon, Tennessee. Um, but these days, that's long. That's long. You're in DC, John Massa? Whoa. Okay, my grandfather's buried in Arlington National Cemetery. My dad grew up there. Um, I went to some of the memorials when I was younger and when I was with school groups. Yeah, I see 0 viewers, so I think you've gone. But hey, yeah, John Massa, is that you back? I have 1 viewer again because you just said you were in DC, and I'll be there in September. And I don't know if you've heard me talk about this light practice that I have, but the reason I travel, the reason I go places so that I can offer. Oh, you were just there. You don't live there. Okay, you were in DC. Okay. Yeah. So when I travel, if I cross paths with you, I want to say, may I offer you light? Will you take 10 minutes, shut your eyes, and let me just give you this energetic practice and see what you feel? And I'm not looking for converts. I'm looking for people who feel something and get called. Thank you for the thumbs up. Um, and people self-select. And if you're watching here and you're interested in the light, but you're nowhere near me and our paths aren't going to cross, that's okay. Let me know where you are and we'll hook you up with your closest light center. Thank you for all the hearts. I'm starting to overheat here in this. And it's warm out here, and yet I was just out here feeding mosquitoes, so I don't dare take off the long sleeves. So here I am. It's hot and I'm drinking hot broth because it's good to sweat. It's good to perspire and let your body cleanse of all the toxins and be grateful for the sweat of the summertime. And my mother, when I was growing up and I would be complaining about the heat, she would give us hot tea. And I thought she was nuts, but she grew up in Japan, and the practice that I have is a Japanese practice, and they teach very much. The perspiration that comes with hot drinks is pretty good. There's a firefly out here. Yep, he is starting to light up. Hold on. But up. Where'd he go? He just went around the corner of the tree. Ah, yeah, there aren't all that many around here, but they do come out at night. Yeah, I don't see where he is. Up. It's just quiet. Yeah, I just love sitting out here on the porch, appreciating. I live up here on a mountaintop and it's quiet. You have an electronic rack. Yeah, I shouldn't, but I do. One of them? One of those electronic rackets, John Massa? Is that what you got? Yeah, yeah. You're not alone. And I try not to use it. And yet when they aggravate me so much, otherwise I let my partner use it. Yeah. Yeah, see, my dad was a conscientious objector, but okay, here, this is kind of funny. So my dad was a conscientious objector and did not go to war in World War II. But by the end of the war, as a scientist, he was designing the rifling and gun barrels because he understood Hitler, and so he wanted to be able to help get the enemy, which he now determined there was enemy. And yeah, me and this thing, I'll keep it charged and I'll give it to my partner to use. And so, it's almost as bad as using it yourself. I mean, I probably bought it for him. So yeah, I don't use it that much, but I have it. So I am guilty. I'm stained in my soul. Here. So one of the things that's gotten on my radar lately is data centers. and how when you live within 5 miles of a data center, there's like this 90 decibel hum. If you just put it in and you start seeing the videos that I've been seeing, yes, 5 thumbs up, thank you. You say, "I live in heaven on earth. I don't want that. I don't want that nasty hum here. I wanna be able to hear the birds and not feel the stress." And so because of that, I mean, I use AI, we all do. I mean, from a Google request to telephone answering machines, and yet I'm starting to ask people, when you use AI, are you conscious? Are you starting to be aware of what your footprint is and think twice about, writing yet another prompt and where can you do your own work yourself? And just asking people to be aware because once you're aware of what it does to the environment, then you can start to use it more responsibly. I'm not expecting people to stop using it. It is here to stay. And I had a viewer comment after the fact. I saw it today about people were afraid of cars. They didn't want to give up the horse-drawn buggy. And yeah, I love living in areas with greenery. It's just beautiful. And when I first moved in, all those flowers were not along the front. They had, something in the corner, not as overgrown as it is, but there was the rose at each one, and then I just put in all the daylilies and all the iris, and I called it painting with flowers, and all of this, and all of this, so it gives me stuff to take care of, and we get to and then the hummingbirds and the butterflies come and feed on it. So it's really beautiful. Okay, we've been running more than 21 minutes, so I'm going to cut this off because, yeah, it was beautiful. It was fun, and I'll come back. So thank you for staying. Thank you for interacting. Thank you for the thumbs up. If you are viewing this after the fact, have you subscribed? Please put it in the comments. What are you grateful for today? Yeah, bye, John Massa. We'll cross paths one of these days. Take care.